place for my fans and me to interact, make on, and have fun. It's a one-man show and entirely free. I do it every single week except some. I'm waiting to go, it's all live and online, so you should stick around and say hello. Are you feeling creative? Cause now's the time. Welcome to the Most Week Show.
I am not me. I am art. And I am welcoming you to the Most Week Show. It is currently 12:06 p.m. where I am in the world on the 25th of April 2021. And you are here with me right now. And I thank you for that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Oh, gratitude. If we were allowed to be together physically, I would show my appreciation physically with a hug, with a kiss, or with a Nicole Kidman Oscars applause. As it is, the best I can do is raise a glass to you. And you can raise a glass to me as well if you like. We like to start this show with a toast. Lovely bit of apple juice for me, for you. Whatever you want. There's no limits on what beverage you can consume. The toast brings everybody together as one before the show begins proper, so here goes. Feel free to join me. Please do join me. To technical difficulties. We here at the Most Week Show are no strangers to technical difficulties. Occasionally things just don't work good, and one could, if one were so inclined, write it off as being something that afflicts this show simply because it's relatively small scale. But when it happens at the Oscars, as I'm sure it will at some point tonight, major or minor, it shows that this show and the Oscars are not so different, really. To technical difficulties. Cheers. Double dipping on that first glug. Hello, weaklings. It is the Oscars special, for it is the Oscars this evening. Who have we got here? Gilsar Kilch. Hello. Juice Dota. Hey. Killer Kilch. What's up, weaklings? It is the Oscars special. Killer Kilch, that is exactly what's up. Zaddy Shortlegs 96, hello to you. Happy Oscar Sunday, weaklings. What a lovely day it is. What a lovely day it is for a little bit of Oscarin. Emma Acton. Hi, weaklings, hello to you. Nana Hobbob. As I'm sure it will. Is that a threat? It's not a threat. It's not a threat. These things happen. I get it. I'm a producer of a variety entertainment show like the Oscars. Do I ever get Emmys for it? No, I don't. But we're not so different, the Oscars and I. Gosh, hello to you all. As part of the Oscars festivities, they always show little summaries, don't they? Little summaries of the Oscar Best Picture nominees throughout the night. So I thought I would dial up the similarities betwixt the Oscars and this show by doing exactly the same. And as there are 8 of these flippin' things to get through, there's no time to waste. So I need somebody in the chat to name a film that has been nominated for Best Picture this year. Gosh, apple juice is just one of the all-time greats, isn't it? One of the absolute all-time greats. Killer Kilch goes with Nomadland. Nomadland can do.
In this film, Frances McDormand plays a woman who chooses to live her life out on the road, in a van, and the trials and tribulations that are associated with that most nomadic of lifestyles. Now, I thought this was terrific. It really puts you inside that life, a life that you've likely never experienced yourself, and allows you to feel what it would be like. And baby, that's cinema. I mean, think about it. If you lived your life on the road, in a van, very little electricity, very little internet, very little TV, your life would be boring. But because you'd be in America, one of the most beautiful environments to drive across, it would be punctuated with very pretty sunsets and vistas and sights. Your life would be pretty, and it would be boring. It would be pretty, and it would be boring. It would be pretty, boring. And the film really leans into that. Oh. So I give this film 9 out of 10.
There we go. That's Nomadland. For those of you who weren't aware of Nomadland before, now you know exactly what Nomadland is all about. As there are 8 of them, I will say, we're going to do another one. We really need to barrel through them at this stage. So we're going to do 2 right now. TB said Minari. TB, this one's for you.
In this film, Steven Yeun plays a Korean man who moves his young family from California to Arkansas in the 1980s in order to start a farm and chase the American dream. Now, I thought this was delightful. It's a film that covers a lot of different topics in quite a short space of time, like religion, old people, heart disease, racism, how sometimes even having a beautiful Korean wife isn't enough to make you happy, and the healing properties of Mountain Dew. But the big takeaway that I took from this film may be obvious, but I truly believe that even obvious lessons need to be repeated to us periodically. The lesson from this film being, bad things will happen to you if you move to Arkansas. Genius. I give this film 9 out of 10.
There we go. That's 2 of them. We've hit the ground. We're really in this now. 2 of the Best Picture nominees, both wonderful films, 9 on 10 for both. And look forward to the rest of them periodically as we go through the thing. Now, some of you have already in the chat noticed my lovely gown here. I wanted to dress up for the Oscars, all fancy, as one is expected to do. Has anybody else dressed up? Anybody else dressed up for this show? As I did ask, but maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Let me know if you have. Let me know if anyone's feeling a bit fancy. And I thought, why limit myself to a suit? Why not go for a more feminine option? So I found this in the Salvation Army shop near me, and I bought it. $12. A little bit daring. Dips at the back there quite considerably, but I think I'm pulling it off and not being too illicit with this. I think it's working for me, and a little bit of chest hair, as I believe Emma Acton referenced earlier. I think that's only adding to it. It's only adding to it. I think this is a bold statement. But where's my GQ cover, huh? So I think this is definitely not Duda. It's gorgeous. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think it's quite glamorous. I think I'm looking quite glamorous this morning, and I'm pretty pleased to be doing so. How glamorous? That is art. It is art, isn't it, really? In a way, Maple Panda, thank you so much. And Killer Kilch, going more for the bouquet of that is art, and I appreciate that. But how glamorous am I looking today? Well, that's a great question. I would say as glamorous as... I'd probably say as glamorous as... I'd probably say as glamorous as... Family Simile! Family Simile! What will the answer be? As glamorous as what? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Weaklings assembled. It is time for Family Simile. Let's update that ticker very quickly. Use your imaginospheres to think of something creative to finish off this. This simile. Killer Kilch, what a genius! They have just subscribed. Thank you so much. That's lovely.
As glamorous as a puss in a bow tie.
Ooh. Well, gosh. You got it read out there by Computer Lady. Well, that's lucky you. Lucky you. Subscribe to Tier 1. Wow, with a side order of Yowza. Absolutely. That's lovely. Thank you so much, Killer. That's wonderful. Might be seeing a little bit more from Killer a little bit later. Tease. This segment's all about pushing forward the boundaries of language to really engage your imaginospheres, to think of something unique. As glamorous as what? Is it as glamorous as a sports team jersey, but in pink for the ladies? Is it as glamorous as wearing jewellery on your nails. Very glamorous indeed. I'm sure we'd all agree on that one, definitely. Or is it as glamorous as afternoon drinking? Although exclusively if it's champagne. That's the only, anything else, it's just, you know, it's fine in moderation, but just, it's not glamorous. Just come to grips with that. I don't want to do your work for you, but really get creative here, guys. And at the end of the show, I'm going to pick a winner, and if that's you, your name will go on the ticker below for next show. It was, in fact, Killer Kilch last episode, with as thrilling as being kicked by an unborn baby. What a simile that was. Great simile, an evocative simile. A simile that could really be, you know, the elevator pitch, if you will, for a fantastic science fiction horror film about a mutated placenta going mad and taking over a large metropolitan area. It would surely be nominated for some Oscars, I feel. But of course only in the lower down, the production designy, sound mixy kind of ones. None of the proper ones. Because really good films are always dramas, aren't they? I think if we've learned nothing else from the Oscars, we've learned that. Good films are dramas, nothing else. Okay, not thrilling films. Anyway, get those similes in the chat, and it could be you on the ticker for next show. Let's head back to Maine. Oh, lovely, lovely. How are we doing? A few people getting involved? It's glamorous, yeah, it was glamorous, yeah. Killer Kilch, let's write that. Absolutely. Some kind of, you know, small arms that are kind of nubs of, they're almost arms, but they're not quite arms. And it's just kind of clawing its way. I mean, it is quite freaky. But yeah, absolutely get involved with the family simile. Because of the way that the show is worked out, we do need another Best Picture winner. Another Best Picture, please. So could we get another one in the chat? Best Picture nominee, please. We've already had, what have we had? Nomadland and Minari. Anybody else? T.B. Douglas goes with The Father. Sure.
In this film, Anthony Hopkins plays Anthony, an old man struggling to maintain his sense of reality and the world around him, much to the frustration of his daughter, played by Olivia Colman. Now, I thought this was great. Finally, somebody in Hollywood with the courage to stand up and say, living with old people is terrible. I remember once my grandmama came to stay with us when I was younger, and her smells, the fact that she walked in on me whilst I was in the bathroom on 3 separate occasions in a short 2-week period, and the sound she made when she ate a tomato will haunt me until my very last days. And so the craft to be able to put that into a film, I'd give this 9 out of 10.
Another great film there. Really a lot of fantastic ones, and I see that we've got a couple lined up. Promising Young Woman, Judas and the Black Messiah. We'll get to those in just a second. This is the Oscar themed show, guys. This is the Oscar themed show. There's only going to be one thing that we do on this entire show that isn't Oscar themed, I will say, and that's happening right now. We've got a birthday, guys. We've got a birthday. Okay. I'm not going to say who it is until we get to the end, but we're all going to sing along, aren't we? We're all going to sing along, yes? 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 SJPEC72, better late than never. Regards to all. Regards to you. Regards to you. You've caught us just at the right time, though. We're just about to sing a lovely happy birthday song, and I'm sure you all remember the tune. So we're going to do this. It's going to be fun. What's the thing? Oh, it's colours, isn't it? It's going to be colours. Okay, so are we ready? These are the lyrics. These are the lyrics right here. Okay. Happy birthday, sending lots of cheer, etc. You get it. Let's get them. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yes, go. Happy, happy birthday. I'm sending lots of cheer. You found a way to somehow survive another year. Your loved ones will be with you, but they don't get a say in anything you want to do, because it's your special day. Hey, happy birthday, Nana Hobbob. Yeah! Oh, a little bit went in the apple juice, but that's absolutely fine. Nana Hobbob, it's Nana Hobbob's birthday on Friday upcoming. So this is the last most week show before that happens. I'm sure we all want to say a wonderful happy birthday to Nana Hobbob, one of the most diligent, most involved.
As glamorous as a semi-lucid Botox-infused fake tan dye-lash extended empathy void daughter of a billionaire.
Yikes, Juice Dota really cut through the joy of that birthday announcement. But Nana Hobbob, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being such a valued member of the weakling community. Absolutely fantastic for the snaps, for the poems, for the family similes, a prolific family similia. We all wish you a lovely, a very very happy birthday. Yeah. Gosh, Juice. I mean, I can't criticize because Juice. That only happened because you're giving me the monies, which is fantastic and is the best thing that anybody can do ever for any reason at any time. The timing was maybe a little off, but thank you so much, Juice, as well as Nana. Wonderful stuff. What do we have? What do we have for the Killer Kill? Just given some sweets. 100 sweets. 100 sweets. Oh, some lovely gummy bears, I think. Lovely gummy bears. Lovely gummy bears. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. What do we have before? Promising Young Woman. Zaddy Shortlegs, 96. Promising Young Woman. Here we go.
In this film, Carey Mulligan plays a woman who pretends like she's really into some dudes, then reveals that she isn't into those dudes, and then she just leaves. So far, so standard, am I right? But I thought this was wonderful. Now, the idea that women are the victims of romantic entanglements more than men might seem a little bit out there to some people. But I truly believe that we, as a film-watching public, can learn a lot from these science fiction, fantasy-style films, and I truly commend the Academy for being open-minded enough to include this in their Best Picture nominations. I mean, I, for one, wouldn't know that weirdo computer hacker people are actually sexy, cool, goth geniuses if I hadn't seen The Matrix. Right? So I say give this wackadoo film a try, because I give it 9 out of 10.
Wonderful film. Wonderful film. As I say, we didn't, not always a lot of science fiction, fantasy, thriller type films involved in the Oscars. And so, you know, credit to them. Credit to them for doing this. How are we doing? Many happy returns, Nana Hobbob. Everybody getting involved. It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. What have we got now? Yeah, okay, let's do this.
When and what and who and why? Is she for real? Am I going to die? Whose genes are these? How big is a crow? If you ask Notme, then you'll know.
Ask Notme, indeed. It's the part of the show. It's the part of the show where somebody asks Notme a question. This week I got an email from Anonymous. Hello, Anonymous. Anonymous asked, here we go. I've been nominated for an Oscar, but I'm worried about making a speech. Understandable. Could you help me write a speech that won't embarrass me or bore the audience? Thanks, Steve. Anonymous. Well, Anonymous, yes, I absolutely can. I absolutely can help you. In fact, I took things, I dare say, a step further, okay? And I gave you lots of options. I made, in fact, wait, where's the question? There's the question. How do you, there should be a do in there, shouldn't there? There should be a do in there. How do you an Oscars acceptance speech? Let's just play the ball as it lies. How do you an Oscars acceptance speech? Well, Anonymous, you do it like this.
So, you've been nominated for an acting Oscar. First off, well done you. You are an incredible actor or actress, and therefore one of the most respected and important people on the planet. In the entire storied history of people who get paid to pretend to be other people, there are many outstanding pretenders who have never been in the position that you're in right now. And now you can say to all of those people with absolute unwavering confidence, I'm better than you. And when they open that envelope, if your name is written inside, then your career is heading straight for the moon. You're going to have your pick of roles, get to do all of the cool acting stuff you've always dreamed of. Don't believe me? Look at Cuba Gooding Jr. and Kim Basinger, for God's sakes. But between you getting nominated for the award and you winning the award, there's the small matter of the speech. And it's that speech that is likely sending fear climbing up your spine like Incy Wincy Spider.
How will I know what to say? I'm an actor. People tell me what to say. I don't think of things.
Whoa, calm down there, guys. You're in safe hands now. I'm going to take you through 5 ways to make an outstanding Oscars acceptance speech without having to worry too much about what it is you're actually saying. I am Notme, I am Art, and I am your new speech coach. Hey guys, you found me in the analysis center, state-of-the-art stuff. We're just going to run some tape and we're going to learn some stuff. Is that all right? Okay, great. The first concept we're going to learn about today is misdirection. It's making people look one way so they're not looking the other way. An example that I can use is the crazy guy out on the corner. He's shouting, but nobody's listening to actually what he's saying because he's got vomit down his coat. Okay, the vomit is stealing the attention away from his words. People are grossed out, and that's what they're focusing on. Yeah, you can use that to your advantage. For the example that we're going to look at here, we're going to go to 2002, and we're going to look at Mr. Adrian Brody. Okay. Boom. Nobody's listening to this guy. Nobody is listening to this guy because he's just been gross all over Halle Berry. Okay? All people are thinking about as he is up there making his speech. Oh, Halle, of course she played along. She had no other choice in that situation. The eyes of the world were upon her and he kind of forced her into that thing and she kind of handled it well, but I bet she's mortified. Oh, Halle. Meanwhile, he's talking. Yeah? You want a stress-free speech? Gross people out. Okay, I hear you loud and clear. You like the misdirection, but you don't want it to be at somebody else's expense. You don't want people to be feeling sympathy for somebody else and then look badly on you. You don't want to be shunned by Hollywood. Well, I suppose like Adrian Brody. That's absolutely fine. I hear you. I'm listening. How about this one for you? When I was a younger man at school, I once deliberately poured about 1/3 of a can of Vimto over myself in order to elicit the sympathies of Millie Winston so that she would walk me home. Did it work? Yes, it did for a bit. Turns out she's kind of stuck up. But the point is, I got that sympathy. Okay? Now, you might be thinking, oh, but that kind of schoolyard chicanery isn't going to work on actors here. It's not going to work on actors, not me. These are some of the finest minds in the world. Oh, really? Right. She's getting a standing ovation there. She had said not word one. That's the power of the trip, guys. That's the power of sympathy. Lawrence barely fell over. And she is still the toast of Hollywood. So if you want to distract people from your words, make like an irresponsible person during a pandemic, and take a trip. Okay, you don't want to embarrass yourself, but you do actually want to say something. I understand. But, as we said before, you're an actor. Okay, you don't think of stuff too good. The stuff that you say is generally written for you by other people. So what do you do? Oh, do you hire somebody to write something for you for this evening? Well, yeah, you could. You could. Seems like the easy way out, but you could. I say, why bother wasting money on that when they've already done it? They have already written stuff for you to say. From the film you are nominated for this evening. Just say that stuff.
There's no way that I can express to you what I'm feeling right now. My heart is full to bursting, except to say, I'm the king of the world!
Okay, so he's not an actor. He's a director. I understand that. But to the best of my knowledge, no other actor has done this to this point, which does mean that you could be the first. Everybody loves to be the first. But it worked. Okay, everybody, once he said that, is just thinking, oh, that was from the film, wasn't it? That was, yeah, it was from the film. It was Leo on the front of the boat. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you don't want people to think that you're a James Cameron type, and that's fine. I completely understand that, but you do want to say stuff. You want to say stuff, and you don't want people to leave bored. What you could do is take a leaf out of the book of poetry. Poetry has been employed for hundreds and hundreds of years to make people seem cleverer than they actually are. All you need to do is say some words that could potentially have meaning and allow the audience to do the rest. Yeah? You want an example? Well, that's great, because I've got an example.
My hero. That's who I chase. Now, when I was 15 years old, I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, who's your hero? And I said, I don't know, I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks. I come back 2 weeks later. This person comes up and says, who's your hero? I said, I thought about it. You know who it is? I said, it's me in 10 years.
And people are thinking, wait, so he's his own hero? That seems weird. I mean, am I getting it? But here's the thing. Nobody is going to have the confidence to be able to say, I don't understand it. You really think someone's going to turn to Laura Dern and say, Laura, sweetheart, I didn't really understand that. Could you explain it to me? Dern would be all over you. Dern would be merciless. You know it, and I know it. So everyone, keep stum, smiles on their face, and McConaughey gets a rapturous applause for saying something that doesn't even attempt to make sense. But of course, these days, very popular to have a cause. Very popular to have a cause. These days, if you're not taking a progressive stance when you're making your acceptance speech, you might as well be killing kittens. Yeah, you're an enemy in the room. But what cause do you pick? This is a room full of actors. And who do actors love more than anybody else in the world? Actors. Actors love actors. So just like blow some smoke up their butts.
We are a little bit out of touch in Hollywood every once in a while, I think. It's probably a good thing. We're the ones who talk about AIDS when it was just being whispered. And we talked about civil rights when it wasn't really popular. And we You know, we bring up subjects. We were the ones. This academy, this group of people gave Hattie McDaniel an Oscar in 1939 when blacks were still sitting in the backs of theaters. I'm proud to be a part of this academy.
And what George is doing here is not only introducing the concept for us, but showing us that there's no ceiling here. You might very reasonably think to yourself, I couldn't in good conscience stand up in front of a room full of people and claim that actors have solved the AIDS crisis and beaten racism, could I? Well, it turns out you absolutely could, as long as the room full of people is predominantly made up of actors. So there's 5 great ways for you as an actor to make an outstanding acceptance speech. I should point out at this stage that if you have been nominated for an Oscar and you're worried about what to say and you're not an actor, I've got some great news for you. You can say whatever you want, the pressure's off. Nobody's going to be paying attention to you anyway. I mean, you're a great artiste. That's not up for debate. Hey, nobody can make a documentary short like you can. But with the greatest will in the world, people tune in for the faces, and you are not a face. Will any of the actors actually heed my advice this evening? I don't know that, but what I do know is this. If, over the entire course of the ceremony, I see anybody creeping me out, tripping up, quoting their own films, talking nonsense, or bigging up actors like they're the cure for cancer, I am not me, I am art, and I'm taking full credit.
So there we go. There we go. That is how you can do an acceptance Oscar speech. That is art. That is art. It was an artistic segment. I mean, just some reviews rolling in. Hashtag take the credit. Very insightful. Love this segment. Actors are the real heroes. So that's what this is getting from you weaklings. And so, Anonymous, I hope you have fun this evening. I hope you win. And I hope you get a chance to employ. I mean, the great segment, SJBX72, TB Douglas, very insightful. Oh, I already said that one. It's good. Love this segment. I'm just going to keep on doing them. The biggest challenge, I believe, will be to do all 5. If you can do all 5, I'll give you a flippin' Oscar. So I hope that answered the question in a way that you were happy with, Anonymous. If you have a question that you would like answered in a future episode, email it to me, iamnotmeimart@gmail.com, and I'll get around to it just as soon as I can. Back to Maine, please. Back to Maine. I brought back the digital transition this week. I've missed it, and I hope you have too. Killer Kilch, did cameraman George not mention accessories? I feel a necklace would really make your look pop. I mean, this wasn't George. This is all not me. So let's not give him credit where credit isn't needed. Maybe we'll just use some of this, some of Nana Hobob's birthday pop paper as some kind of, maybe like a what are they called? A wristlet of sorts. Maybe that'll work. There's a bit more over there. There we go. Let's try that. So festival. Nice. So festive. Yeah. Absolutely. Looking fab. Thanks, Killer. Appreciate that. What have we got next? Oh, well, of course, if we don't have any time, then it should be a best picture. What did I see? Somebody, I think somebody said Judas and the Black Messiah before, I think. Let's just do that one.
In this film, Daniel Kaluuya plays real-life Black Panther and revolutionary Fred Hampton as he battles against racism and Martin Sheen in 1960 Chicago. Now, I thought this was magnificent, but gosh, Black people have had it tough in this country, haven't they? I have to say, if the metric for how badly a people have been and are treated is how miserable you feel after watching films based on their struggles, then with all due respect to gay people, women, Jews, and American Muslims, African Americans take the title, thanks in no small part to really depressing films like this one. I give it 9 out of 10.
It's a great film. It's a great film. Great. Depressing, but great. Yeah? What have we got next? What have we got next? Oh, let's hear from you guys. Gosh, we've heard enough from me. As if that could ever happen.
You wrote down some words, and I'll never forget them. I love them all, even if I don't get them.
Acolyte Poetry Corner. Oh my gosh. Let's get a little bit of is that... Oh, that's not working, is it? So that's good. That's a good reminder. Multi-output device. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. Is this going to work now? Is that going to... No, it's doing that thing, isn't it? Oh, great. That's fabulous. And the camera's gone. There we go. The camera's back. Okay. Okay. Well, while the music tries to sort itself out, tries in vain to sort itself out, it's that time again when we open the doors to this wonderful little poetry cafe known as Acolyte Poetry Corner. There I am, Killer Kilch. There I am. Acolyte Poetry Corner. And we read some poetry that can be described only as skibbity-bap-bap-bow, ribbity-boo. This week, the prompt word was Oscars. Is that working? No, it's not. That could have some ramifications for the thing later. Good. Okay. 3 wonderful poets wanted to share their words with us, so let's just get to it, guys. Let's just get to it. Poet number 1. It is Killer Kilch. It is Killer Kilch with a wonderful poem. Unnamed, but that's fine. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Win it or lose it, you're sure to enjoy it. Unless they call out a movie so bright, when what they meant to say was, it was Moonlight. Yeah. So this is hearkening back to when Moonlight was read out. When La La Land was read out as instead of Moonlight. It was racist. Wait, is that live? That's not live, is it? That can't be live. No. It was a racist thing that they did because the Oscars so white. But then they, they brought it back. They've nominated all kinds of, this year. So that actually works out fine. Lovely rhyme scheme there. A, B, C, D, C. B, C, D, C. That's, yeah, really, really nice. Factual, brings back the memories. Really nice there, Killer. Really nice stuff. Thank you so much. Who have we got next? TB. Oh, TB bringing the poetry. TB bringing the poetry. Let's see what TB's got. Yeah. This is entitled Oscars Night. Oscars Night. Not playing? No, that's not playing. Okay, good. The anticipation is high, and beauty everywhere abounds. From the red carpet lights to the sparkling one-of-a-kind gowns. Actors gather to celebrate themselves. Writers hope to step into the glow. Editors blink at the unusual light as they eagerly await the show. The show that must go on, though through pandemics and without a host, through scandals and controversy, also we know who is the most. Speeches will go on too long, and nonsense will ensue. Technical issues blip, outspoken points of view. Drinks will flow freely, and congratulations will be adorned. But I can't help wondering who will be scorned. Skibidi-bop-bop, wow. Unbelievable stuff from TB there. Everybody's enjoying that. Everybody's enjoying that. That's lovely. Really just taking the whole thing. The whole thing. No turn unstoned here. Anticipation, one-of-a-kind gowns, which obviously we've celebrated here. Editors blink into the unusual light. From all the editing that I've done for the Best Picture nominees and that thing with the speeches, I know exactly how they feel. A lot of editing this week. A lot of work's gone into this one. Through pandemics, without a host. Scandals and controversy. Yeah, scandals and controversy. Some of you may not have noticed, but some of you may have noticed that the little clip of people applauding at the end was in a little bit of like, hey, guys, Oscars aren't perfect. There was a standing ovation that Roman Polanski got when he won the Oscar for The Pianist. So there's your controversy. Wonderful stuff, TB. And who will be scorned? It's the thing, most people will be. There's a lot of nominees. There's not going to be a lot of winners. So it's really an evening of disappointment for many. Are we having connection issues? I hope not. I hope you're all doing all right, and I hope you're all still with me. Fingers crossed. As we move on, thank you, TB. As we move on, SJPEX72 bringing up the rear here. We're okay. Thanks, Killer. Sticking with me. Here we go. Entitled Oscar. What a guy. He looks like my Uncle Oscar, is the tale often told as to how this statuette got its name. But why was the guy often seen naked, with a broadsword, and without an ounce of shame? That's excellent stuff, SJ. That's excellent stuff, because what that's doing, what I enjoy about that one, is that it takes something that we have seen many, many times, the Oscar statuette, and it forces us to look at it from a slightly different perspective. Why is he naked? Why is he holding a sword? All of these, this is just a little naked dude here. A little naked dude that we're handing out. A little golden naked dude that we're handing out to some of our best and brightest. Why is that? That's excellent stuff. SJBeck72, thank you so much. And excellent stuff, to everybody. Thank you all for your words, poets. That was fantastic, even without the music. Killer Kilch, why is he a he, really? Absolutely. Why is it a man holding a sword? Nothing to do with movies. Thank you all for your words, poets. That's wonderful stuff. A big round of applause, or snapping of the fingers, rather, as this is a poetry club after all. What a dynamic round of APC. We're going to have another one of these in 2 weeks' time, so please do get involved with that. Just write some poetry, guys. You can be a part of this way cool corner. Yeah! Right then, I'm going to have to work out what we're going to do vis-a-vis the art bet, because I don't think it's going to take that desktop audio off. Don't think it's going to play. No, it's not. So gonna have to do something different. We're gonna have to do something simple, but we've got some best picture stuff still to do. What have we got left? Mank, I think someone said. Yeah, mank it up.
In this film, Gary Oldman stars as real-life screenwriter Herman Mankiewicz, writer of celebrated black and white winter sports film Citizen Kane. Now, I thought this was spectacular. It was always going to do well, as it is a film made in Hollywood, about Hollywood, but it decides to go hyper-Hollywood with its casting. Now, you'll all be well aware that it is just standard operating procedure within Hollywood for a leading man to be 5 to 10 years older than his leading lady because of neck skin and other reasons. But this film takes age discrepancy to the power of Hollywood by casting for 2 real-life characters who at the time the film was set were both 43 years old, with 35-year-old Amanda Seyfried and 62-year-old Gary Oldman. The male role is actually 10 months younger than the female role, but the male actor is 27 years older. That's Hollywood, and that's why I'm giving this film 9 out of 10.
There we go. What a strange but wonderful, very evocative decision there. Classic Hollywood, says definitely. Absolutely classic Hollywood. They love the older men and they love the young ladies and nothing else. Actually, nothing else. We do have the art bet coming up now. Let's just see what we can do. We're going to work our way through this. Technical difficulties. Do you remember when I said that at the beginning? And it's a nice precursor to what's about to happen.
Art bet! To challenge yourself is artistic. Art bet! I'll give you options you can pick. Art bet! Take a guess, see if you won. Art bet! It's not for money, just for fun. Art bet!
Art bet indeed. Art bet indeed. So this is the art bet that is not, we'll see here. No, it is, but then that's not going to show up in terms of the... that's not going to show up in terms of audio, is it? We're going to go multi-output device. We're going to try it again. We're going to see. See what happens. No, that's not going to play. Okay, so that's fine. What we do here, we do have 1, 2, 3 chill there. We do have 1, 2, 3 chill. So you just need to tech issues just like the Oscars. Thank you, TB. I appreciate that. I appreciate that support, that wholehearted support there. So this is gonna be pretty quick. So the usual pauses that I am able to take during the show in order to pause and unpause the video to talk through various aspects of it will not be there. So we're going to have some quick decisions here, guys. I want you to be prepared to make some quick decisions. Okay? I think that's the only issue that we're going to have here. Oh, there we are. Are
Thanks,
we going?
Notme.
No,
Today's art challenge will be undertaken.
Wait. Okay, so let's. Were you hearing that? No, you probably weren't hearing that. No, you probably were. Okay, you're ready.
Thanks, Notme. Today's art challenge will be undertaken not by I, not me, but by one of you. A weakling known as Killer Kilch. I put out the call earlier this week for anybody on Instagram or Facebook to dive into the unknown and engage with a mystery art challenge, because sometimes it doesn't matter about the content of the art challenge. What matters is simply the challenge itself. Killer had the courage to step right up, and so right now, Killer will be engaging with something that she doesn't even understand yet. I feel powerful. I really do. So, Killer, thank you so much for taking the time to do this, seeking out a challenge. Well done, you. Already you're a winner, which is fantastic. So we are recording this very excitingly ahead of time. This is currently Saturday, the 17th of April. So this is actually before last week's Most Week show. So you will be the first person other than myself and Cameraman George. I mentioned it to Cameraman George, but sometimes it goes in one ear and out the other. That this week, in honor of the Oscars
this evening is the Oscars special. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be testing your film knowledge. Now, to make it easier, to give a little clue for the other weaklings, how are you feeling vis-a-vis your film knowledge at the moment? That's all the information I'm going to give you at this stage. But how are you feeling? How confident are you feeling? Scale of 1 to 10 for how you're going to do with this unknown challenge.
I embarrassingly will say 7, even though I really should be at a 10.
Okay. So, I mean, there's a huge amount of confidence radiating. Therefore, even in your humility, you are almost unbearably confident. So that's good. That's good. I
try.
That's positive. So your filmic art challenge will be to name as many of something in 60 seconds as you can. What that something will be, you've got 3 options, so we've got an A and a B and a C, and you'll have 60 seconds to name as many of whatever you choose from here as you can. That is your art challenge. Weaklings, your art bet is simply how well is Killer going to do? Back to you, Notme. Of what's happening here. Each card features an Academy Award, picture, actor, or actress. Killer will be asked to name as many winners of that award as possible in 60 seconds. Only winners of that specific award will be accepted. Okay? Thank you, Killer. Okay. Options 0 to 2, 3 to 5, 6 to 8, 9 to... Come on, guys, get them in here, guys. Come on. Okay. Good luck. Get these guesses in. Thank you for making your guesses. Gotta be quick, guys. D, Killer, E, D. You have, as we saw before, you have a choice of A. No, don't disappear. A. C, B, from Definitely Not Due to. Thank you, guys. C.
There it is.
For bearing with me. So which of these categories lovely. Are you choosing? SDFX72 goes as E.
I'm going to say B.
So you're choosing B. Why was it that you went for B? The Killer showed.
Just, I'm probably not an A and I'm probably not a C, so I'm going to go with a B.
Okay. Again, some of that humility coming out. So, Killer Kilch, you will have, as I get up my timer here, you will have 60 seconds to name as many Best Actress winners, Oscar winners, as you can. Your 60 seconds starts now.
Lauren Bacall, Julia Roberts, Kate Blanchett.
Wonderful.
Kate Winslet, Emma Thompson.
That was a delightful first 10 seconds.
Katharine Hepburn, Audrey Hepburn, Vivian Lee. I have to think of movies now.
That's 30 seconds gone. You're halfway there and you're doing outstandingly.
Emma Stone? We'd
Emma
like
Stone.
for her to. I feel she would have given a good speech. Frances McDormand.
15 seconds left.
Kim Basinger. Jodie Foster. Can't remember her name.
Her name is the last guess.
They liked her very much.
I'm sure they did. Well, I think that was fantastic. You. So Killer, obviously, future Notme will be editing this and fact-checking everything, as everything is on the Most Week show. And Killer got this many right, which means that the people who guessed this are the winners. Congratulations if you guessed correctly. Use this victory as a sign that the upcoming week is going to be your week. How could it be anything but? God and the Academy is on your side. Those of you who didn't guess correctly, don't worry about it. It's just a person guessing some stuff. It doesn't mean a thing. But Killer, how do you feel that you did? What's your reaction at this point?
I feel that I got probably a decent number.
It felt good.
I don't think Emma Stone ever got an Oscar, but
I think she might have got it for La La Land. Obviously, future Notme will be able to clarify that. Yeah,
I'll need confirmation on that one. The rest of them, I think, all got Oscars.
You went a lot older than I was anticipating. A lot of them from the real golden age of Hollywood, but they're all valid. They're all valid, even though the films they were in were black and white, didn't have great sound, and really long. A lot of them, I think we'd all agree, really long. Still wonderful performances from the actresses.
Yeah,
so
and they'll never be poor again. So
absolutely, why would they be? They've at least got that Oscar that they can pawn for a couple of thou, one would hope. So you went in with a confidence of 7. Do you feel like you honored yourself and your name and your family's name?
I think I did, and my degree.
And your degree? Well, gosh, okay. Well, if the degree is in any kind of Oscar studies, then yeah, I'm sure your professors and your lecturers are very proud of you. So thank you very much. Well done again. Kudos for seeking out an art challenge.
Anytime.
It takes a lot of creativity and a lot of gumption. I'm going to say it, a lot of gumption to seek these things out. You did it. You should be proud of yourself. Thank you very much. Yeah. I hope you're enjoying the show right now. Do you think you are?
I think every day I enjoy that show.
Thank you very much, Killer. And back to the show, not me. And there we are. An unconventional art bet. But I think a fantastic one, and I think we all agree that that Killer did a fantastic job there. Do let me know. Oh, look at this. Do let me know if you would like to be involved in an art bet moving forward. They won't all be challenges set by me. If you want to set yourself an art challenge, then I guarantee I'll be able to find something artistic about it. So we can absolutely get on that. It's going to be great. Let's go back to Maine. Lovely stuff. Well done, Killer. And well done, gosh. There were quite a few winners there, I feel. TB, well done. Sarah Kilch, well done. Killer, I mean, you know, with an asterisk, I suppose. Zaddy Shortlegs 96, well done. Lot of winners there. A lot of people very confident in Killer's abilities. Maybe not as confident as Killer herself. Should have worn a gown. Well, I sprung the Oscar stuff on you, so you can be forgiven for that. We've still got some flipping Best Picture stuff, haven't we? What have we got left? This one.
In this film, Sacha Baron Cohen leads an ensemble cast who play a kind of angry, complainy, whingy, gobby Avengers, who are all brought together by fate in order to fight the tyranny of evil. But unlike the Avengers, it's less punch, 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 and more talk, talk, talk. But that's absolutely fine. Now, I thought this was top notch. There's this bit where Sacha Baron Cohen's character goes to live with these two redneck guys for a bit, and at one point he tries to hit COVID with a hammer and a frying pan, and then his daughter's in it, and his daughter does this dance, and she... Yeah, I might be confusing some elements of this with the new Borat film. Borat's very good. This film is very good. And The Avengers is very good. All three of these films, good films. And interesting, speaking of The Avengers, interesting, the lead character of Judas and the Black Messiah, Fred Hampton, is actually a character in this film as well. So in a way, it does kind of set up a civil rights struggle cinematic universe. And I, for one, am very excited to see where they take the CRSCU from here, because they've kicked it off with a film that I would give 9 out of 10.
There we go. Still got one more of those to go. I've taken the headphones off because the sound has broken to the point that I can't hear anything anymore, so I might as well let my ears roam wild and free. Killer Kilch, it's the Sorkin way. Talk, talk, talk. Hashtag talk, talk, talk. A lot of talking in that one. Good talk. Good talk. Oh, good talk. Talk, talk, talk. Yeah. Love it. Love it, though. Love it. What do we have left? Oh, I know what we have left. Yes, we have, of course, the Family Simile winner. Thank you, everybody, for getting involved with this. A real good week, real good week. Your girl Sarah Kilcher's glamorous as a real housewife of New York on a girls' trip to Miami. Lots of jewelry there, lots of afternoon drinking, I would imagine, and lots of really kind of glamorously turning one's face into a statue of sorts with the old buttocks. It's Maple Panda, as glamorous as Joan Collins, either in Dynasty, very glamorous, lovely shoulder pads, or just doing her shopping in M&S. Everyone's a little bit glamorous in M&S, aren't they? In Marks and Spencer, so those of you who are in America, M&S is, I think, where the Queen shops. It's a range of department stores in the UK that are just like regular department stores, just a little bit better. And so, yeah, everybody's glamorous in M&S. That's a great point. Juice Dota, we heard this one already read out by Robot Lady, but we'll hear it by Human Man as well. As glamorous as a semi-lucid, Botox-infused, fake-tanned, eyelash-extended, empathy-void daughter of a billionaire. It's evocative. It really brings an image to mind. Really brings an image to mind. I feel like that's about someone in particular. So if you want to share that, feel free. And if not, keep it to yourself. That's absolutely fine as well. But that's a great simile. Great simile. A lot of work and a lot of bile went into that one. So well done, Juice. Killer Kilch is glamorous as a puss in a bow tie. I'm not going to touch that one. Monkey Pigsy Rules is glamorous as Coco Chanel eating Cocoa Pops with Audrey Hepburn whilst wearing her signature scent, Chanel No. 5. There's a lot of glamour going on there. A lot of glamour going on there. I would say that Cocoa Pops, perhaps not the most glamorous cereal that you could have chosen. If anybody wants to drop in any suggestions for what would be a more glamorous cereal in the chat, I would love to hear them. I'm thinking something healthy. I'm thinking something granola based, something that costs about £5 or £6 a box. Yeah, and the boxes are small. Yeah, but aside from that, great stuff. It's Maple Panda again, dropping in again. Why not? Why not? As glamorous as Moira Rose at the Crowns Have Eyes premiere. I don't know who Moira Rose is. I don't know what Crowns Have Eyes is. Premiere, I assume it's some kind of film or TV show, but I will absolutely take your word for it on that one. Nana Hobbob as glamorous as a manatee, gliding through the shallow waters in search of leafy greens, avoiding the Floridian chaos taking place on land. There is a glamour to a manatee, and I'm glad you've seen that. There is a glamour, a kind of a large glamour to a manatee. Something that big being able to. Maybe I'm thinking graceful. But to be fair, you haven't specified what the manatee is wearing, so maybe that would bring some of the glamour. That's great. But that means the winner this week of the Oscars special family simile, Zaddy Shortlegs 96, as glamorous as Harry Styles on the cover of Vogue. And I will say that my clothing choice today has absolutely nothing to do with it. I just think it's glamorous. I just think it's glamorous. Yeah, but that's a great suggestion, a great family simile, Zaddy Shortlegs 96. A winner is you. Well done, well done. Nana Hobbob, Golden Grahams. Yes, that's a very, very glamorous cereal. TB Douglas, Alpen. Yeah, that's the kind of vibe I was going for, TB. That's the kind of vibe I was going for. A little bit of Alpen. Maple Panda, Schitt's Creek, not me. The TV show. Absolutely. Okay, very glamorous, I'm sure. Very, very glamorous, I am sure. So well done, everybody, for getting involved with that. Let's go back to main. Gosh, we've still got one of these, haven't we? We've still got one of these. Last one, guys. Here we go. You've almost got to the end. Here we go. Well, these are the things. May is named after the goddess of fertility. So let's do babies. Doesn't have to be baby humans, can be baby whatever you want, but engage with the case of the pun days tomorrow. Get involved with that. That was a lot of fun this Monday. Hopefully it continues tomorrow as well. And watch I Am Smart on Tuesday. We're going to do it. It's going to be great. No sound. Apologies for the sound issues at the end of... it's been pretty mental. We're going to go back to Maine. And I'm just going to say a big... did anyone see the last movie? No. I tried it. I'm going to try it again, definitely. I'm going to try it again. No, it's really slow. Apologies. Yeah, I think the last one. But I'm going to be putting all of those on, hopefully on Instagram later, so you'll be able to see them there. But spoiler alert, I gave Sound of Metal 9 out of 10. I jinxed it earlier. Difficulties. But look at all of these. Look at all of these. These are the greatest subs in the world. Your subscribers, and I love you. These guys have given me money, or maybe just some of Jeff Bezos's money. It all counts. It all counts. All counts. All counts. Yes, it all counts. It's all money. Thank you, guys. I'm just going to call it a day there because the world is closing in on me. It's another sumptuous episode over, though. Best episode, says Killer, and I'll agree with that. A huge thank you to all of you for watching, for engaging, for making it, I think, the best episode that we have ever created. I'll say that. There's a lot of content in this, but I think it largely worked out for you. I can't wait for next week. I think next week's going to be lots of fun as well. Hopefully we'll be able to sort out some of these issues. But I'm wishing you a very happy, a very glitzy and glamorous and a very creative week ahead. And I hope you enjoy the Oscars tonight. I hope you enjoy the Oscars tonight, or if you're in the UK, likely watching the highlights on YouTube tomorrow. Well done to Killer for the art bet. Well done to all of the people who won the art bet as well. There was no, and well done to Zally Shortlegs96 for the family simile. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next week. I think the end credits are going to be pretty messed up. We're going to be pretty messed up, but we're going to give it a try. Good luck to all of us. Oh no, it's working! George, this bit's working. This bit's working fine. Yeah, it's just the Sound of Metal thing. I don't know why.
What a great show we all made just now. It was creative, live and divine. You did wonderful work, so go and take a bow. Just a slightly smaller bow than mine. So I'll see you right here next week, same time. What'll happen? Gosh, I just don't know. But I can promise you this, I'm going to blow your mind next week on the Most Week Show.